Good day everyone, I am BlueBlaze, and Halo Spartan Strike is the sequel to the previously covered Halo Spartan Assault. As with that game, the stages follow a different format to what can be considered a typical Halo level. As with the previous video in this series, the game is broken up into multiple operations, of which consists of smaller missions. In the tier list, I am ranking the operations as one as opposed to the missions separately. Since the last video, I fixed up one of my placements and reworked the look of the tier list overall, as the stages are now color coded by game and the legendary tier is larger as to accommodate more stages being placed in it. With that out of the way, here is my ranking of Halo Spartan Strike's operations in a tier list.
Head for the target site, but keep in mind you'll need that.
As with Halo Spartan Assault, I feel the first stage, Operation Orphic Spear, is potentially the strongest in the game, containing a full tutorial mission as opposed to the player finding out things over the levels before dropping into missions, including holding out before retrieving an objective, an on-rails escort stage where the player stands on the Warthog turret whilst being followed by an elephant, an inverse Warthog run where the player must chase down an enemy vehicle whilst taking out enemies, re-retrieving the objective after it was stolen, and an almost proper Warthog run as the player tries to escape the city. In my opinion, this is a great set of varied levels, and whilst some goals overlay, the variation in how the levels play is a fun beginning. With that, I feel at the moment I may place Operation Spear in Mythic tier at the bottom. I say at the moment as I am flipping back and forth between if it should go there or higher in it, and its position may change before the next video.
Good to extract you from an LZ to the north.
Operation Steadfast Pursuit incorporates some slow levels in comparison to the first operation, containing missions where the player must take out objectives, secure areas, reach and protect a Wraith, use the Wraith to lower Forerunner gates, slowly activate objectives and hold out, and escape and hold out using a hovercraft-like vehicle known as the Kestrel. With how slow the missions start to become in mind, I think I may place Operation Steadfast Pursuit in Majestic tier above Reactor and below Operation Hydra. Operation Valiant Hammer seems to be a mixture between Orphic Spear and Steadfast Pursuit, with a middle ground when it comes to the stage length and mission goal. It contains missions such as holding out on 2 points to activate a portal, taking out 3 anti-air wraiths, using a Scorpion to help reach an objective, holding out at 4 points before escaping, reaching an extraction point, and holding out for a Pelican to leave before waiting for a Spirit to land. Whilst the stage contains a fair amount of holdout missions, I feel they are paced somewhat better than the missions of Operation Steadfast Pursuit. With that, I feel I may place Operation Valiant Hammer in Noble tier above Anders Signal and below Shutdown. Lastly, for the primary operations, Operation Adamantian Shield is interesting as it revolves around the player helping a research team for the majority of it, containing missions such as reaching an area and clearing it out, escorting and defending a research team, using the aforementioned Kestrel to reach and hold out on a separate objective, wiping 3 security consoles, moving back to the original area and holding out, and defending the researchers as they activate 3 pillars in a room. The final mission in particular I found to be quite intense, as swarms of enemies kept approaching as the player had to sprint to the 3 pillars and defend the researchers using them. With that, I think I may place Operation Adamantian Shield in Legendary tier above Data Hive and below Operation Umbra. When discussing Operation Brothers Keeper, I must admit I did not have time to play in regards to writing of this video, as it has to be unlocked by receiving gold stars on every level beforehand. With that, I have given my best estimates based on a video of each of the stages. For further tier list videos, it may be changed if I unlock it and play it however. Operation Brothers Keeper, by what I have seen, contains missions where the player must secure an area before using a grizzly tank to reach an objective and holding out, reaching marines before taking down shield generators, taking out Covenant commanders with the help of vehicles before clearing out a base camp, reaching specific coordinates, taking out all enemies in an area before surviving a bombardment, then taking out more before surviving again and reaching a portal, and lastly, securing a landing pad before taking out shade turrets and defending a hornet. As seen from my time watching the missions, they appear to be quite drawn out, overpacked, and have little variation. My current placement for it may be down in the Cyrus tier above Arcadia City and below Forerunner. Alrighty, that is my ranking of Spartan Strike's operations, and with it the completion of both twin-stick Halo games. Now that I have finished with them, I can move back into a first-person one before an RTS. However, for now, I believe that is all from me. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I shall be back in the next one. Cheers everyone! As the stages are now color coded and the game, as with the I feel the first stage, Operation Orphic Sphere. I feel the first stage, Operation Orphic Sphere. I can't say sphere. And an almost proper warthog rung. And an almost proper warthog rung. Secure areas, reach and protect a protractor. Secure areas, reach and protect a I think I may place Operation Steadfast Pursuit in Mythic? No, not Mythic, Majestic. Operation Valiant Hammer seems to be a mixture between Orphic Spear and Steadfast, holding out at 4 points before escape. When discussing Operations Brothers Keep the